Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to our channel. Let's start our new part, the Pillars of Islam. The 5 pillars of Islam represent the principal acts of worship which are required to practice the faith. Observance and practice of these acts is obligatory for all Muslims. They are: 1. Declaration of faith, Kalima Shahada. This is the first and foremost pillar of Islam, and every other belief flows from it. A believer declares his acceptance of Islam by reciting, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is his servant and his messenger. Prayer in Islam is a direct communication between the individual and Allah, emphasizing the absence of intermediaries. It offers solace, lifts the soul, and assures believers that their supplications are heard. The most significant form is the 5 daily prayers, Salat, observed at specific times. Morning, Fajr. Midday, Zuhr. Afternoon, Asr. Sunset, Maghrib. Nighttime, Isha. Voluntary prayers, Nawafil, like Tahajjud, offer additional spiritual benefits. Islam encourages remembrance of Allah throughout the day, Zikra Ilahi, and silent prayers, Dua, for any need. 3. Fasting during Ramadan, Sawm. The third act of worship in Islam is the fasting during the Islamic month of Ramadan by all able adult Muslims. By fasting, a Muslim can purify himself spiritually and physically, elevate his soul, and obtain nearness to Allah. To fast is to abstain from food, drink, smoking, and conjugal relations from dawn to sunset. Sacrificing of physical needs increases a Muslim's awareness of the suffering of the poor and needy. Ramadan was appointed by God for this spiritual exercise. It was the month during which the Holy Quran was first revealed to the Holy Prophet. Peace and blessings of Allah be on him. The Holy Quran allows exemption from fasting to the elderly, the chronically sick, and children. They may make up for fasting by feeding the poor. Temporary exemption is permitted to those traveling, the sick, pregnant and nursing women, and menstruating women. They are expected to make up the fasts at a later time. As an additional effort, Muslims devote as much of their time as possible to the recitation of the Holy Quran and reflecting upon its meanings. 4. Tax on wealth, Zakat. Zakat is the 4th pillar of Islam, which can more appropriately be called the purification of wealth. It is a kind of tax which requires a Muslim to give up a certain amount of his possessions, 2% rate on a yearly basis, for the upkeep of the poor and those who have no earning capacity, for the destitute, for travelers in need, for those serving in the way of Islam, for those fighting in the way of Allah, for slaves to buy their freedom, and for benevolent works. The amount varies according to the type of property owned. The tax can be levied on land, livestock, and liquid assets, gold, silver, stocks, and bonds, etc. 5. Pilgrimage, Hajj. Hajj, the 5th pillar of Islam, is the pilgrimage to Mecca which a Muslim who is able-bodied and has the means is required to perform at least once in his lifetime. It is an elaborate series of religious rites which extend over several days for their accomplishment, performed at the Holy Kaaba in Mecca, Arabia, and other special holy sites. The central feature of this pilgrimage is the Kaaba, which is believed by Muslims to be the first house built for the worship of one God. It was rebuilt by the Prophet Abraham, peace be on him, and his son Ishmael, and later by the Holy Prophet himself. The Holy Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be on him, himself performed this pilgrimage. Historical records show that prophets before the Holy Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be on him, also performed pilgrimage. The Hajj serves as a striking reminder of the oneness of Allah, and it emphasizes the brotherhood and equality of human beings, as well as the importance of man's willingness to sacrifice himself for the sake of his Creator. Don't forget to like and subscribe for the next part. Allah Hafiz.